One more weekend of play to lock our teams in that are heading over to Texas to compete live, Matthew. A lot of stakes in these.
Takes a load of shots there, gets really low, as that's going to be some shots through the Ant Matrix.
Okay, his attack visor now from Patapan. Sparker doesn't opt to use the Ant Matrix for his own ultimate there. Kevstar running low on block. He deflects a couple of those shots in Sparker's direction, but he was never really under any pressure. Kevstar's brought down. In the meantime, Hardy gets another charge on the Doomfist. This is also something to point.
If you're, what? I mean, that icicle is huge, and then Sparker with the finish.
Unbelievably clean there from Backbone. Sparker obviously chiming in with that elimination. Kevstar to the blade. He finds Land and he gets through the Immortality Field. That's all he's going to get for now, though. Eventually, he'll be felled.
He gets through the Immortality Field and Sound Barrier. Sound Barrier was...
And they need to do it against this this Blizzard and this Ant Matrix play. Ryan is taking a beating. I mean, what do? Turn around and see the Ryan coming your way? Not a damn thing you can do about it. He does at least get the knockdown. There's a sleep that comes in onto Hardy, but all it ends up being is a trade with the Spitfire still ahead, and going 1-for-1 is not enough for the Gladiators here.
No, just this kind of middle map contest over and over again is not going to be enough for the Gladiators.
Combined for some results here, Matthew.
Yeah, and I'm surprised London gave up some of that initial positioning, as this will be attack visor here from Sparker. Patapan's going to use his as well.
No nano for Patapan here. He's going to go without it, trying to get as much damage as he can, but Sparker keeps him low. Landon's Immortality Field is removed, and now Patapan needs to go on a heroic flank. He has to come up with something here. The wall almost cuts off his route of retreat. I mean, Backbone almost took him down with those icicles. Now we're in overtime. The Glads have a long way to go still, and that's not a good start to the fight. They've lost all their DPS, and the Sound Barrier comes too late in the day. Can they get it done with two? The answer is a big fat no as the shatter comes down. And the London Spitfire outlasts the Gladiators here on this first touch here. Arns in pole position. Very flicky style of aim from this gentleman. Landon goes down early. Hardy makes the jump onto the Widow. It's going to be a death grapple. Oh my word! Admiral gets basted. And Arn steps up to the cart. That one gets home. It's 2 checkpoints here. Gladiators now jockeying for position as Sparker takes a bolt from afar. Here's a Sound Barrier tactical visor combo, and Sparker trying to push up another huge biting grenade, this time onto the Spitfire though. Landon and Admiral affected by that, but the Sound Barrier inoculated for a time at least. Sparker drops, sees someone on the carpet, knows there's more of a fight to be had here as Hardy gets rid of Skewed. It's a primal rage from Rhino, try and find a Soldier 76, but he holds up under the heat. Good pressure from Landon. Admiral shuts Kevstar down as he tries to approach, and it's just Rhino now being corralled by the remainders of the Spitfire. The Gladiators' run ends here.
You'll have a primal to just kind of knock him out of the way, get in his face. And then you're also going to have attack visor with a nano here. As, they throw everything at this. Pulse bomb, attack visor, nano.
Sparker wants to break through. Ryan is taking a licking on the card, even in Primal Rage form. He's felled by the Helix Rocket. Kevstar desperately trying to blink onto the point, and Skewed's there, try and get some healing via proximity, but Arns can't do anything for the high ground. There's a bloody bubble in the way. The Widowmate can take him down again. Arns is 4 final blows, 9 deaths.
Have Primal here in a second. A Biotic Grenade on Hardy, and they're going to jump right over the top, try and finish him off. Not able to do so. Going to get the Primal off.
Kevs has a pulse bomb. It's a big stick, and Landon is felled. Now it's up to Admiral to try and keep the Spitfire alive, but he in turn is hit with a Biotic Grenade himself. Rhino backs away. Answer's going to get rid of Sparker here, and the Spitfire might have to pack it in for this fight. They just can't get there. Attack visor comes in from Sparker. No nano to back it up here. Can he find Shu? He can. That is massive. That could be the door open now, but Rhino gets himself the nano boost just as Shu went down. Keeps the Winston in the fight. Pulse bomb thrown at the feet of Hardy. He's able to shrug it off for the most part. That's a recall there for Shax. Skewed now knows there's going to be a primal rage Winston for Rhino, but he slept. Huge play there from Lana before he goes down. He's able to give the nano boost over towards his Winston as well, and Hardy's looking to try and find some damage with it. It's just Skewed though. Now we're into overtime. Admiral has to touch, and Hardy's taken down. The Spitfire. It's a crash and burn on Dorado. Engage here from the Gladiators though. Rhino almost knows that this is coming, so you wait out the Sound Barrier. You're well positioned to again get in the back line. Look at this pressure on Landon. Admiral needs to be there, but no one is there for the Baptiste at all. He has to immo himself, man. Kevstar blades him out.
Is that Blizzard going to be enough? Some players will play. How is Kevstar still alive? I mean, that is just silly.
Oh my! You're right. Hardy drops down first. Everyone behind him. They're going to force some action. That shield is a little low, so eventually it's going to be go time! Oh my god, Shu gets sucked in like a gigantic angry German Dyson. But it's going to be the Gladiators who respond in kind, and they get rid of Landon crucially here. Their immortality field already used up, and Hardy was away from his team, and this is why they off Reiner and can send Kevster in with a blade here. Just a blade, no nano right now, but Kevster's happy enough with that. Even with the biotic field in play, he's able to ruin Sparker, and he comes up on Landon like a storm cloud from behind. Clean as you like, the Gladiators get what they came for.
Yeah, I think Hardy may have taken up the supports of London keeping themselves alive. Here's a blade, and that time the Shatter connects.
Energy there from Hardy. He can't complete the charge though. He's taken down midway through.
What?
Owing to the biotic grenade he's hit with. He can't make it.
Yeah, but what did Landon just? We got to get a look at Landon. I don't know if he was
power block engaged. Misses the punch, but has the get out of jail free card. That is wrong. Landon trying to stay alive here. Going to be a nano boost over towards. Oh, rather no chance. Shu opts to hold on to it. In fact, as Reiner was topped up quite happily the whole time. Sparker says, I can burst them down with the blade going to come in. This might force some positioning. Kevster goes in. Immortality field, but it's not going to be enough. Landon is taken down as Patapan helps his Genji out by removing the drone. Here's that amplification matrix now. Admiral back to the high ground to reclaim it for the Spitfire. Funny Astro reluctant to give it up. Oh, the sleek dart on Backbone. The follow-up is good. No Sombra here for the London Spitfire. The lights are on. And the London Spitfire all trying to head home here.
Oh, Hardy's going to get shattered.
Gets caught by Hardy. I don't know how he got Kevster there either. The shatter comes in for two. Hardy might have turned this around. 17 seconds left and he's sat on the cart. Who will come and challenge him? That's the question. Is there time? Kevster might dash. He's able to get there in the nick of time. Jumping in as Reiner now. Comes in with a seismic slam and Shu needs to get rid of this nano. He lets it go on Reiner. Got to knock Hardy away to the side, but Kevster's already fallen here. A sound barrier has to be used for the Gladiators, but the hack comes in. EMP from Backbone. Huge percent health damage. Spark is going to be knocked outside of his biotic field, and here comes a meteor strike from Reiner. He has to get back to the car. He's arrived. Big sound barrier from the Spitfire. They've had all the huge ultimates in this fight, but can they convert? Reiner wants to push Hardy back here. The cart needs to be tended to, and the charge on Patapan is good. The trace is down. Admiral knocked away for a brief moment and hits a blade from Kevster. Only good for one though. Hardy running back to the car, but it's just a Reinhardt against the entirety of the Glads, and Astro's there for the boop. The Gladiators hold on, but only just. Rather nano. Pulse bomb avoided there for the time being, and both soldiers are close to attack by the so bear that in mind now. Spark is going to be the one that gets the nano boost here from Landon in this fight to allow him to build that tack. And it's going to be Patapan that tries to let him go straight away. It's going to be a nano tack from him as well. A lot of damage on the back line, and there it is. 4 kills from Patapan. Jaw hits the ground, even he can't believe it. He comes up with the ace, and look at the pressure come off his shoulders.
2-3 players up there on the high ground. You have an advantage.
He's dodging the cars. Oh my! Hey, who needs Winston when you got family? That was unreal. Okay,
Not even
first round, Los Angeles Gladiators.
But still, it's going to be a biotic grenade. Immortality kill, keeping them alive for a little bit, but not long enough. I was going to say maybe you can keep Sparker alive and then make a play for the point, but Reinhardt comes starting to fall apart here a little bit. It's just Admiral and Hot in the tack visor here for London.
Spark is going to let the visor go. Who can he find though? Charges up Reiner's power block. That's all he's done so far. Kevster from on high, forced to deflect that damage away. Hardy has a shatter here. Reiner backing up a little bit. They lost Backbone. It's going to be attack fights from Patapan. Okay, Reiner is going to be felled. Hardy's inside the immortality field. He's able to take down the Doomfist, but forced away from the point, and he's very low on HP. The healers need to get healing for the Spitfire, and Admiral deploys that sound barrier. Another Kevster blade that doesn't really hit the mark. The high ground, he goes. He can't find Landon. No, the deflect was there. The Baptiste has fallen for the London Spitfire. They needed Landon so badly. And now Admiral gotta get taken low. Reiner's gonna find him with that the seismic slam, excuse me, but Kevster's there to punish Hardy on that high ground. The Gladiators wrap it up here. They have done it, Matt. Qualifying for the Kickoff Clash, winning the series 3-1.
Really close game between these two teams. I think if you're a Gladiators fan, you are